K-State wins 42-20. Skylar Thompson in that 40th and final start as the Kansas State quarterback, 21-28, 259, 3 touchdowns. LSU finishes 6-7, their first losing season since 1999. Wow. K-State was given 10. They're going to give it twice that, and the over came in. Total at kick, 47. All right, for more on the state of LSU and that program, Barrett Sallee, part of our great family of college football analysts, jumps aboard. Okay, when you sit down at a poker table or a blackjack table anywhere, you get dealt a hand. What kind of hand has Brian Kelly been dealt as he goes into year one now, and he'll be the coach going forward at LSU?
Well, not a very good one, because if you saw the Texas Bowl tonight, only 38 scholarship players. That's a problem because some of those guys transferred, some of those guys opted out. A lot of these guys just aren't very good. So that on the surface is bad enough. But on top of that, the reason Ed Orgeron got fired was because of the culture. They were not able to rebound and reclaim a spot atop the SEC West this year after we know what happened last year. Ed Orgeron decided he wanted to change the culture. It did not work. It felt like for the second straight year, you had 85 players going 85 different directions. So even though LSU is a talented football program and Brian Kelly has plenty of recruiting to do inside the state, that can be a successful program. But he was dealt a pretty lousy hand. Now, I think he said this on the broadcast, and I think it does bear repeating. The transfer portal is a thing for a reason. It's a lot easier now to replenish a roster than it has been in years past. So I think for Brian Kelly, and he mentioned, they're going to hit the transfer portal hard. They need to. They just need able bodies to at least get them through the 2022 season. And after that, I think the program will be fine.
All right, the quarterback position, unusual to say the least, especially in what they did in their bowl game. But that's, again, that's more of a, it's not what we're looking at going forward. Talk to me about the quarterback situation at LSU.
Well, I think the reason you saw what happened in the Texas Bowl is because Garrett Nussmeier could not play a fifth game. They wanted to get an exemption to let him play in this bowl game, but keep his red shirt. That wasn't granted. So next year, it will be a battle between Garrett Nussmeier, who saw significant action last in 2021, specifically the Arkansas game, but Miles Brennan, who was the opening day starter in 2020, decided to remove himself from the transfer portal. He is back, and this is a guy with a big arm. He absolutely lit it up in the 3 games he started before getting injured in 2020, and obviously had to sit out this entire season because of an arm injury as well. So it'll be a battle between Miles Brennan and Garrett Nussmeier. So trust me, the Texas Bowl did not look good at the quarterback position, but Garrett Nussmeier was there on the sideline. He was working with the staff, and Miles Brennan has rededicated himself to this program. So it is healthier than I think a lot of people suspected if you just watched LSU play for the first time in the Texas Bowl.
One of these days I'm coming to the house and I'm going to examine everything that's behind you, because you've got quite a thing behind you going on. Some people just have books. That is not the case. This is
you know what the most important thing is? It's that World Series program on this side. Because the Braves are still World Series champions.
There you go. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. There are going to be treasure troves of goodness if you ever get a chance to go through that wall. There he is. Barrett Sallee, thank you very much. Appreciate the time, bud. All right. LSU coming up. Brian Kelly. Here's the good news. He only played 4 road games. Here's the bad news. Auburn, Florida, Arkansas, College Station. Those are the 4 road games. And at home, you kick off with Florida State. You got to go Mississippi State, Tennessee, Ole Miss, and some team called Alabama on November 5th.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.